Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of Charles State's SMP server, guys. If you missed the last episode, we built up this dock right here. We took a cliff face that was just sand and a beach and we turned it into a dock. We added in some polished blackstone, some copper, even made use of the warp wood for a nice little color pop there, and it all comes along and looks really nice. So I'm really happy with how the cliffs come together. We also went ahead and found some spruce wood, which was great. Nice to have it, always nice to have. Now, I want to turn my attention to what I want to do in this episode. There's two things that I really want to achieve in this episode, and we're going to achieve them as quickly and as easily as possible. The first one is I want a villager breeder. I want to be able to breed up villagers so we can start getting some more resources to them. I also want to have a chamber where I can cure the villagers so that we get the cheapest trades possible. And the second thing that I want to do is I want to use those villagers to create an iron farm so that we have unlimited iron in this world. That's my plan for this episode. So without any further ado, if you're looking forward to that, guys, do me a favor, leave it a like and hit subscribe. Follow me on social media, links down below, and let's get into the episode. So it all starts with this hole right here. Then we add dirt. 9 by 9, water bucket in the middle, till the dirt, plant some carrot. Then we're going to build up 3 high walls all around the outside of this thing. With the walls up, we're just going to add some torches in each of the corners just to give it some light in here. We don't want the villagers getting attacked by mobs of the night. I might even add one in the middle. Why not? Why not? Why not? Is that the middle? That's not the middle. It's not the middle. Then we're going to stick a composter on top of the water like so. And this is our box pretty much ready. The only thing we need to do now is add a roof. I'm going to make mine out of glass just so that I can see inside. You don't actually have to put a roof on this, but there is a chance if you don't that the villagers will get struck by lightning. Obviously with the 3 high walls and the top mobs won't get in here. But you never know if they'll get struck by lightning and that'll screw up your whole villager breeder. With our box built, the next task is to move villagers in. Now, villagers are quite easy to move now. All you need to do is put a workstation down and they'll follow it. But I'm moving a nitwit. I don't know if he's going to follow a workstation. And I've got workstations dotted around the village. So I'm going to resort to a very different method to move them in. An old and tested method. That way being the good old-fashioned, if you can't beat them, join them in a boat and row it all the way to where you need to be. This just doesn't make sense. How can I row in thin air? What is this? An air-powered one? Am I the airbender? Am I Avatar? Am I Aang? Possibly. Anyway, let's get him over to the villager breeder farm thing. Yeah, the place where they're going to be very happy. Making carrots and babies. We'll leave him in his boat, but we will block up this entrance just so mobs don't get in case it turns night while we go and find his buddy. So the next bit is a little bit more position. We need to get them out of the boats if you've used boats. And we can't hit the villagers doing this. So if we press F3, or rather hold F3 and press B, we can see the hitbox. We can see the hitbox of the boat. It's okay if we hit the carrot. And let's get him out. Now, one of these villagers needs to be a farmer. Obviously, a nitwit is not going to be a farmer. But this guy should be, because I've never traded with him. And there are no more trading stations around. Look, he's got absolutely 0 trades with him. For some reason, he's still a librarian. So I've obviously missed a lectern somewhere. But I just wanted to show this off. One of these needs to be a farmer, which is why we've got the composter there. Hopefully, this guy will soon become a farmer. So I eventually did get him to change. What I had to do is I had to take him all the way back over there to his old workstation, show him it was no longer there. Then he believed me that he was unemployed and decided to become unemployed. Now he's going about. He is farming as dandy. He will trade with him. The only thing we need to do now is set up the beds so that he knows how many to breed for. Now, the next bit I'm going to do is the trap door bit. And I'm trying my best to remember this from the couple of screenshots I've got on my computer of my farm in an old world. I can't quite remember where I got this video from. I will search for who made this originally, and I will put it in the description down below so you guys can actually find the actual tutorial, because this is not my design. But if I remember rightly, we have to put a trapdoor here and then one right here. And then we can break these 2 blocks. Fantastic. Okay. So far, that's going good. Now we need to make the breeding section where they're going to know how to breed with the beds. This bit, I can't remember for the life of me. So I'm probably going to go find that video right now. Okay. Looks like I was skipping ahead a step with the beds. What we need to do, first of all, is create a chamber that they can then walk across. So What we want to do is we want a route 6 long down here at the bottom with a cobblestone wall at the end. Obviously, we want to make sure that this is safe and sound, so we don't want mobs to get in there. The only opening is here. Now, we are going to put a wall around this once I'm finished with it, just so mobs cannot get in, because we don't want mobs getting in. But for right now, I'm focusing on the actual building and functionality of the farm. So this is where we're going right now. You can see it's 6 wide at the bottom, starting from the bottom of our trapdoor, and then we've got walls going all across and a block across the top. I've chosen to use glass so I can put torches up here, and that will then keep in there lit, not allowing mobs to spawn down there. So the next stage after we've done all of this is creating the chamber where we want all the villagers to go. I'm going to put them in this room right here, and this is what this is set up for. This is exactly what the guy in the video does, so I'm going to just do what he does for now. We'll customize this when I actually build a better one that's actually more aesthetically pleasing. We are going to build an aesthetically pleasing iron farm, I think. But for right now, I just want a villager breeder so that I can get the iron farm up and running, as these are my only 2 spare villagers. So we need some signs. One of them needs to go just above your cobblestone wall, and another one needs to go right on here. So inside the system, what we want to do is we want to put a trapdoor, not a trapdoor, a water bucket here to push the babies over here. Then next we want to put another water source right here so that they will grow up and go over here. Although for some reason my water sources keep flowing down through this block here, yet they shouldn't, because there's a sign there and a sign there, but they do. Hopefully this doesn't mess with it. I think this is going to mess with it. I think I need to edit this a little bit. And to do that, I'm going to stick a sign right there, because that's how it looks in the video, but he only puts 2 signs. Maybe I put the bottom sign in the wrong place. Perhaps I did. I think I did. But anyway, this is mostly it. And the last bit should literally be just adding in some beds. So we want to add in 4 beds in total. And he says to put them in this orientation. So he's a master. I'm just going to follow what he says. Boom. That should be it. Now with the farm built, I think it's just time to see if these guys actually do breed. I'm a little concerned because he's planted seeds that I didn't give him. So hopefully they do. So I've been AFK for about 2-3 hours or so. And judging by all the sounds, I'm going to say that it worked. This was my little AFK platform here, where I just sort of chilled out in here. But I had to come out and clear out all the mobs. So I'm expecting, usually I've done these in the past, they've been fairly good, but they've not been quite quick. So I'm expecting not that many. Not that many. I was expecting maybe 6, 7, but we got quite a few in there. Which is good, why are you not falling? Oh, I put you on a torch. Okay. So I think now we should probably disable this farm. So we're gonna come in here. And to disable it, all we're going to do is we're just going to break the beds. You can put a block there, but I can't remember the exact place on the block. And I do want to just disable this farm for the time being. I don't think we need any more villagers. We've got more than enough for this iron farm, I think. Now all I need to do is kind of decide exactly where I am going to be putting this iron farm. So this is a footprint that the farm is going to sit within. Now, I'm not going to show step by step in excruciating detail how to build this farm, because it is somebody else's design. But I will show you just basically what I'm doing and give you a good impression of how it works once it's all done. So I'm going to get the next part put in place, which I believe is the middle column. So this is a footprint so far, it's about as far as I've got. I've got a tower back up there. Actually, I could just probably grab some scaffolding, get there a little bit easier. But this is it so far. Again, just like we did with the villager breeder, I'm just going to get this up and running for now. I do actually want to sort of form this into this build over here, but I'm not sure where I wanted to put it. I was going to do it as part of this build and build a nice little tower, make it all aesthetically pleasing with the dock, but again, I'm not entirely certain where it's going to go, mainly because I don't know how this thing is going to look and what design I've got to work with. So I think the first things first is just have it built, get some iron, and then I can actually start using iron within the builds, and we can tear this one down when I build the next one. Tell me I'm not the only one who gets a freaking headache from following technical Minecraft. I just want to build pretty things. I just want to build huge cities and kingdoms. But I need iron, so I'm forced to build this farm. This is where we're at now. We've got a composter going into a chest. We've got another hopper going into a chest. What all this does, I'm not sure. We've got a redstone repeat torch here. Why? I don't know. Same for the repeater. We got that going into this block. Again, all of this makes no sense to me. But I did understand one bit. The leaves. These blocks go here because they're not a spawnable block. So that's interesting to note. I've been trying to follow a pattern. Slabs are where you can put slabs and stairs. Full sandstone represents where I need to put full blocks. And I'm going to be using leaves for any other blocks that I can use that cannot be a spawnable block. So, I don't know, we can't use slabs here, but we can use glass here and stuff like that. Or we could just put fence posts in this. Maybe, I don't know. It's all going around in my head for when I actually do one as a proper design here in the village at some point in the near future. Now, this farm does also run as a composting farm. It will produce bone meal. I think that's what it's going to do with the poppies. Just put it into here and put it into here. I think I'd rather keep the poppies for the red dye. I think I'd rather have that. So maybe that's what we do in the final design. But for right now, I'm just going to build this verbatim for exactly how he's doing it. Because I have no idea what I'm doing. And to understand what I'm doing, I need to see the farm functioning and understand what's going on in the farm. And I can't do that until it's built. Second headache incoming. So we need a hopper going into the top of this composter. One going into the back of this. We need one going into my foot. One going into my arm. And another one coming at me bloody here. Jeez. Technical Minecraft. I am not a technical player. I like blocks. Blocks that I can build very pretty structures with. Not trying to figure out how redstone works. More work has been done. We've got villagers in. We got workstations in. We got beds in. Yes, everything is working out the way it is supposed to. Apart from these guys are absolute menaces. I strongly dislike villagers. In fact, watch out for a shot where I burn them. Drop anvils on them. Oh, I'm going to be evil to them. Yes, new shot. Anyway, it's time to get on with the next part of this. I think we're closing in on the final product, guys. I've got a bit more of it made up here. We've got the spawning / killing chamber in, which is really, really good. The next bit is to put water on here and on here. And then what that does is I think that pushes the iron golems over here into the hoppers and into the lava blade. So I think the only thing that I need, I think, is a zombie. But I'm not entirely sure on that one. I've got to finish watching the video. Again, guys, if you want to follow the tutorial and want to know exactly how to build this thing for yourself, I will leave a link down below where you can find the video that I'm watching. Credit where credit is due. There's no need to steal anybody else's content. So if you want to do that, link down below. So, after much blood, sweat, tears, and a few choice words, very big, very long, very complicated words, with the iron farm, like Fluoxa asked in the hillipilification words, it is working. At last. It has taken some time. So, after struggling with the zombies and yelling at them in a Victor Meldrew voice for quite some time, they finally decided to play ball, and things are still not going my way because I forgot the blocks that I need and I forgot to put away my tools. Right. With the right gear, I think it's time that I go very nicely and ask my wife if she would like to watch an episode of Lost while we wait to see just how much iron this thing is going to give me. There we go. I left most of my stuff behind just in case a creeper blows me up. I have done a box like this before, and I don't know, I think maybe a skeleton shot a creeper and it blew up. I don't know, but I died. It was in a hold work. See how much iron we get. It's been a little longer than I said it was going to be. I've actually been shopping, got some food, all that kind of stuff. It's a new day, and I've let this thing run while I was shopping. And we've got 2 stacks and just over a bit of it, and some poppies. For some reason, this is not filtering out the poppies properly. But the good thing is, we've got more than enough iron now for exactly what I want to do, which is to get a beacon, which brings me to today's next goal. You see, we are going to be brave. We are going to be virtuous. We are going to fight the Wither. I've got my skulls. Now it's just a case of going down into a cave and beating him that way. Yes, we can trap him if we so desire in the roof of the Nether. But to be honest, I kind of like the cave method. It's more fun. It's more easy and it's more challenging. Oh, we're off to fight the Wither, the wonderful Wither of death. I'm in a hole. I'm in a deeper hole. I'm out of a hole. I'm hoping this trick still works. Okay, here he is, that big bad Wither. Let him gain his health back. I did bring some golden apples to me. I also brought some milk and a bow and arrow. Hopefully this fight goes well. If he gets free, disaster will strike. Okay, this bow's doing quite a bit of damage to him. But as for right now, he's in the phase where we can actually deal damage to him. That's alright, Wither. You keep coming at me, buddy. You keep coming at me. I've got 1,000,001 arrows. Well, I've got 27, but it should be enough. He's about to drop being impervious from arrows. There he is. So now we have to go at him with the blade. Come on. I mean, knockback is actually doing this. And people fear the Wither. Look at this. We're on hard, and he hasn't even done a single bit of damage to me now. Okay, he got closer. He got closer. He's getting quite mad. He's getting quite mad. But he is dead. Where's my nether star? Where's my nether? Ah! Crap. Lava. Okay. Do that thing. Patch the hole. Okay. Yeah, the lava still coming. Patch the hole again. But we've got a nether star. A beautiful, shiny nether star. Now you guys know what time it is. So you guys know what time it is. We got a nether star. We got obsidian. We got a glass. We are going to craft up a beacon. Man, I absolutely love these things. The only trouble is we don't actually have anywhere to go mining with it, but I still wanted one. Nonetheless, we've got a beacon. We've got enough iron to power the beacon. Oh, I'm such a happy bunny right now. Oh, I haven't had a beacon in Minecraft since I think it was Endless Survival was the last beacon I had. Oh wait, no, I think we had one in Minecraft Survival Season 1, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because we had an iron farm. But yeah, we've got that now. All is looking good. Now with the beacon in hand and an iron farm on hand, we are producing some really good resources along with bones and arrows, but we've got quite nowhere to really sell them, do we? So I'm thinking of adding a couple of market stalls in here. I want to add one that sells stone, sandstone, andesite, just your basic building blocks that others may need, as well as one that sells maybe iron, not iron yet though, because the iron farm still needs to run a little bit. But I want to dot around a couple of marketplaces so we've at least got a place for our villagers to start selling our goods. And to accomplish this, I'm going to try and keep things fairly simple. I think we're going to go, we'll put this one over here in the corner, I think. We'll do it like that. Could I please place a barrel? Yes, I can. I'm thinking we go 3 with a barrel there and a barrel there. And we'll get rid of this barrel because I want them all to be facing the right way. Now, I've got some chests on me, so we'll put some chests here, here, and here, along with over here, 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 and of course, one pointing outwards here. Now, I do want to put some item frames on here showing what we are selling, but as of right now, I think I'm just going to keep things a little bit simple. And we're going to go up 2 on the fences, I think. I'm just kind of coming up with this design on the fly. Hopefully it turns out relatively well. Now up here, I'm going to use wool. I was going to use carpet, but I'm thinking maybe we use wool instead. Which is kind of annoying because I did spend a fair bit of time gathering up some string so that we could use a carpet. But yeah, I thought it somewhat changed my mind. Hold on, just checking. Okay. Never mind, we got a new member. We got a new member on the server. Zupblocks.exe. They're just off doing their own thing at the minute, but they are poking in the chat around a bit. So, let's take a quick look at this, but it's not completely finished yet. I actually want to incorporate a bit of chains in this design, but I don't know exactly how this is going to look like that. I don't like that. I like the market stall itself. The market stall looks pretty good, but I think we can do a little bit better. Third attempt. This is the final marketplace, and it's a far cry from the original markets that I did. The only things I've got left to do is stock up these chests and put some item frames on here to display exactly what it is that this marketplace is selling. But for right now, I just want to repeat this a couple more times in a couple of different orientations in a couple of different places along this market bay. Of course, we're going to use different colors. So I think what we'll do is we'll start by littering this area right here with them first. And I do kind of want it to be a little crowded, like you're all kind of mooching together and struggling to get through it. If you've ever been to an indoor market, you know that feeling where your own breath isn't quite your own. You need to steal somebody else's just to breathe. That's the atmosphere that I want to go for here. So I'm going to get, I think, 2 more of these put in place. So the first few market stalls are in place. Look at this place. It's looking really, really nice. I've gone for a couple of variant designs. None of these 2 are identical, although they are all identical when you think about it. So obviously we've got the different walls signifying different things, but they're different sizes. We've got a nice little small one over here. We've got a double one over here. This one's a triple one over here. This one's a bit of a diagonal single one. And then we've got a little bit of a stand right here. Not sure what I'm going to put in this yet, but it's rather nice. Couple of bins over here. And that's pretty much it for this little bit of the market district. We got a nice little bit of this done. We can now start setting up some trade. The thing is, I need to stock these 3, and I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to stock them all with. So, I think I'm going to get that figured out, and I'll come back to you. I've been out of mining, and I got myself some resources, and we've got these stocked up. We're currently selling sand, terracotta, and stone. I think we'll add some more to this. I wanted to add sandstone, but I can't find a good place to actually mine the sandstone. I also added in a little bit of decoration around here. We got a couple of benches, mainly because one of us needs to sleep at some point, and the habit on the server has been either none of us are near a bed at night time, or all of us are near the bed at the night time. It tends to go in that kind of little round robin. But I also added in this guy. We got a little guy here. This is the market keeper. He's just sort of chilling back there, ready to serve you. I miss custom NPCs from modded, but armor stands with armor is the best that I can do to imitate a person. So it looks somewhat like he's actually sitting there. Oh, someone slept. Someone slept. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Anyway, I think it's time, guys, that we sign off on this episode. So we've had probably one of the most productive episodes I've done so far. We got a villager breeder done. We got an iron farm done. And we even added some market kiosks to our dock, which is really great. And the kingdom really is coming along. Our tribe is slowly but surely growing into one of the most powerful and influential ones this side of the ocean. In fact, we're the only one this side of the ocean, but that's not the point. We can brag just a little bit. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for me from this episode. So do me a favor, if you've enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Let's see if we can beat the likes on the last episode. And do click subscribe. As always, I'm Casey. You're the awesome folks. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now, guys.
You alive, or just breathing, 'cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side.